There are regions of the Spirit that you cannot get to except certain people who were given access to such regions. They're called apostles. They're given the rights, the access to such eternal spiritual verities to bring you, to give you access into those regions, without which you don't get in. Okay. Some of you have gone with us to Israel, right? Many of you have. Israel, dry land. In fact, just fly over Israel and its neighbors. You'll see something. Brown, brown, brown. Green, green, green. What happened? It was all brown. Why do you have green, green, green in Israel? They turned it to green. There are still some browns. But as soon as they're ready, they will turn those browns to greens as they want. The other guys are just remaining brown. So everyone's wanting to take the little piece of land in Israel. You didn't hear it. Almost everywhere else, they say, the rain is not falling, so our crops are dying. The other day they said they lost so much in South Africa. And do you know where they lost the most? They're next to the ocean, the Indian Ocean. They're next. And they said everywhere was dry. I said, dry? I haven't told you something I've observed. I've been monitoring it for some years. I've been monitoring it. I've even told certain individuals to help me monitor it too. I found out when in any country they have not had rains or enough rains, when I arrive, the rain starts. No, it's an observation. I have not said anything about it. But I'm telling you my observation. The rain starts. They said they've not had rain, the rain starts. And the rains are falling and falling and falling until I go. And in several cases, I ask, find out after I've gone. I like to know how much rain fell after I left. I'm trying to find out. No, there are some things that, imagine, maybe for you, it would have not meant anything you didn't observe. If a certain kind of blessing follows you. Okay? But I like to observe something because this one got my attention. Got my attention because these were cases where the government had gone as far as talking about the condition. Then I arrived, the same day I arrived, the rain starts. There's some blessings, maybe you don't understand this. If you study your Bible properly, you begin to see that God does enlarge our coast and the influence of the authority that He gives us and what He does. Okay? What He does. It matters. By the wayside. Okay. Tell somebody just by the way.
Stay tuned for the continuation of this series after the break.
There are certain conditions that ensure one's healthy life, such as a balanced diet, regular exercise, good and clean environment, and rest. But these do not guarantee a life of victory. To live a victorious life, there are certain conditions that is required.
These are conditions that are necessary for the individual Christian, such that no matter what you face, no matter what comes against you, no matter what circumstances you find yourself in, you will be victorious.
This message, titled 7 Factors for Victory, is now available on DVD, and it is available for download on the Pastor Chris Digital Library. You will be glad you did.
Pastor Chris, worth hearing.
All right. So here's what you're going to do. He says, glorious things are spoken of you, O city of God. Glorious things. What's spoken of you?
Glorious things.
What's spoken of you?
Glorious things.
Such as?
Blessings, healthy happiness.
Such as what? No, I want to know. I want to know. Because here's the real exercise. Here's where there are differences. Okay? Wisdom. The wisdom of God. The wisdom of God. Go to Romans. I want you to notice verse 6. Read the first, maybe just the first half of that verse. Chapter 10. I'm trying to show you something. Say the righteousness. Say it with me. Say the righteousness, which is of faith, speaks. The righteousness of faith speaks. The righteousness which is of faith speaks. Now, the righteousness which is of faith means the righteousness that comes by faith, all right? Not by works. So, the righteousness which is of faith speaks. I'm trying to help you come in. You will soon enter. Okay, you will soon enter where I'm trying to take you into. There's an arena. Listen. In the political world, there are certain people that if you meet, they can help you, they can bring you into certain levels of politics. In politics, there are people that if you would meet, they can help you become a senator. When I was reading Barack Obama's story, he was introduced to a certain guy. They said, if you can meet this guy, he can help you become the president of the United States. I said, oh? And it happened. There are certain people that are positioned, whether you like it or not, these are things done by God. Are you hearing me? So if you will meet this guy, he can help you become. Which means there are regions of life that you cannot get into except certain people give you access because they were given the access. Is that making sense? Now, you read your Bible. The Bible tells us by a prophet Israel was brought out of bondage, out of Egypt. And by a prophet was she what? Preserved. There are regions of the Spirit that you cannot get to except certain people who were given access to such regions. They're called apostles. They're given the rights, the access to such eternal spiritual verities to bring you, to give you access into those regions, without which you don't get in.